Welcome to our channel, History Coins HD. We have some valuable coins for you, so don't spend one of them. So watch our complete video and find your treasure. This coin could make you rich overnight. Top 1. We're diving into a fascinating piece of history, the United States Bicentennial Quarter, also known as the 1776 to 1976 quarter dollar. This coin is more than just pocket change. It's a tribute to America's 200 years of independence and could be worth a staggering amount of money today. Stick around to find out how this commemorative coin could fetch you up to $56,000. Let's begin with a little historical context. The Bicentennial Quarter was minted in celebration of the United States' 200th anniversary of independence. Back in 1976, this coin became a symbol of patriotism and pride, marking 2 centuries since the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. The U.S. Mint wanted to create something truly special, and they succeeded with this unique quarter that stands apart from any other in the country's history. What makes this coin so special is its design. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar portrait of George Washington, which has been a staple on U.S. quarters since 1932. However, it's the reverse side that truly steals the show. Instead of the usual eagle, the 1776 to 1976 quarter features a revolutionary drummer boy, designed by Jack L.H.R. Behind the drummer boy is a torch encircled by 13 stars, representing the original 13 colonies. This design captures the spirit of the American Revolution and pays homage to the courage and resilience of the nation's founders. But why is this particular quarter so valuable? After all, millions of these coins were produced for general circulation. The key lies in its condition, rarity, and unique variants. While most of these coins were made of copper-nickel, a special version was minted in 40% silver, making it highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to have one of these silver quarters in uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In addition to its silver composition, some of these quarters have unique errors or variations that occurred during the minting process. These errors, such as double die strikes, off-center strikes, or missing details, make the coin even more valuable. Collectors prize these imperfections because they add to the coin's uniqueness and rarity. Another factor driving the value of the Bicentennial Quarter is its historical significance. As a commemorative coin, it represents a pivotal moment in American history, which adds an emotional and cultural appeal. For many collectors, owning this coin is like holding a piece of the nation's story in their hands. If you're lucky enough to have a 1776 to 1976 quarter, take a close look at its condition and composition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition or those with special features like silver content or minting errors are the ones that command the highest prices. It's also worth noting that these coins are often certified by professional grading services to ensure their authenticity and quality. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. A 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter in flawless condition, with rare features or minting errors, could be worth between $52,000 and $56,000. That's right, this little piece of history could turn into a life-changing treasure. So, if you have a jar of old coins lying around, don't overlook the Bicentennial Quarter. It might just be the jackpot you've been searching for. Let us know in the comments. Top 2, where we dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. In today's episode, we're unraveling the story of a small but mighty piece of American history, the United States quarter dollar from 1965. It might just be hiding in your pocket change, and by the end of this video, you'll discover why this unassuming coin could be worth tens of thousands of dollars today. Stay with us, because you don't want to miss the jaw-dropping value reveal at the end. The year 1965 was a turning point in U.S. coinage. America was navigating the transformative 1960s, a time of political upheaval, cultural shifts, and economic changes. The Coinage Act of 1965 was a major milestone that forever changed the composition of U.S. coins. Due to a national silver shortage, the U.S. Mint made a groundbreaking decision to eliminate silver from dimes and quarters, replacing it with a copper-nickel alloy. This marked the beginning of modern clad coinage and the end of an era for precious metal coins. The quarter dollar from 1965 represents the very first year of this new design. However, there's more to the story than meets the eye. During the transition, some errors occurred, making certain 1965 quarters exceptionally rare. These rare coins, often called transitional errors, are what collectors dream of finding. The 1965 quarter is iconic for its design, which continues to be recognizable today. On the obverse side, we see the stoic profile of George Washington, the first President of the United States. This design, created by sculptor John Flanagan, has graced the quarter since 1932, embodying the enduring spirit of American leadership. Flipping the coin over to the reverse side, we find the majestic bald eagle, a symbol of freedom and strength. Perched proudly with outstretched wings and clutching arrows and an olive branch, this design encapsulates the values of peace and readiness. What makes the 1965 quarter particularly exciting is the potential for rare minting errors. The most sought after among these is the elusive 1965 quarter struck on a 90% silver planchet, the same planchet used for quarters prior to 1965. These errors occurred during the transition period when leftover silver planchets were mistakenly used in the production of 1965 quarters. The result is an incredibly rare coin that looks similar to a standard 1965 quarter but carries the distinctive weight and composition of a pre-1965 silver coin. These silver transitional error quarters are highly prized by collectors for their rarity, historical significance, and connection to a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history. If you think you might have a 1965 quarter, here are a few tips to check its potential value. First, weigh the coin. Standard clad quarters from 1965 weigh about 5.67 grams, while the rare silver error coins weigh approximately 6.25 grams. Another clue lies in the edge of the coin. A silver quarter will have a solid silver-colored edge, while a clad quarter will show a copper stripe. Even if your 1965 quarter isn't a silver error, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition can still hold significant value. Collectors love coins with sharp details, no signs of wear, and original mint luster. If you have a high-grade 1965 quarter, it could still fetch a premium price. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for: the value of a rare 1965 quarter struck on a silver planchet. Are you ready? If you're lucky enough to own one of these extraordinary coins, it could be worth an astonishing $47,000 to $50,000 at auction. That's right, a single quarter could change your life, so go ahead and dig through your old change jars, check your coin collections, and inspect those quarters. You never know what treasures you might uncover. Top 3. We're diving into a story that's both fascinating and potentially life-changing for collectors and history buffs alike. We'll be exploring the United States quarter dollar from 1983, minted in Philadelphia, and uncovering why this unassuming coin could be worth a staggering amount of money today. Stick with me until the end, because you won't want to miss the jaw-dropping value this coin could hold. To understand why the 1983 Philadelphia minted quarter is so special, we need to step back in time to the early 1980s. It was a dynamic period in American history, marked by significant economic shifts, cultural changes, and technological advancements. While coins were being produced in the billions to keep up with the growing economy, a unique set of circumstances made the 1983 P quarter stand out in the world of numismatics. In 1983, there was no official mint set released by the United States Mint. Typically, mint sets are collections of coins that are struck in pristine condition and sold to collectors. Without this option in 1983, many coins from that year, including the quarter, were only available through general circulation. This meant that most 1983 P quarters were used in everyday transactions, subject to wear and tear, and rarely preserved in their original, uncirculated state. What makes this coin even more intriguing is its scarcity and top-notch condition. Because most of these quarters were circulated, finding one today that is free from scratches, nicks, or other signs of wear is exceptionally rare. And in the world of coin collecting, rarity is the name of the game. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of this fascinating coin. The obverse, or front side, features a portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. This design has been a staple of the quarter since 1932 and was created by the renowned sculptor John Flanagan. The intricate details of Washington's profile make this coin a true work of art. On the reverse side, you'll find the image of a majestic bald eagle, wings outstretched, clutching arrows, and an olive branch. This powerful design symbolizes strength and peace, key ideals of the United States. Both sides of the coin are steeped in historical significance, adding to its appeal for collectors. But beyond its beauty and historical importance, the true allure of the 1983 P quarter lies in its value. Over the years, collectors have come to recognize just how difficult it is to find this coin in near-perfect condition. Coins that have been graded by professional services as being in mint state, with sharp details and no visible wear, are highly sought after. Adding to its desirability are a few unique features and potential minting errors that occasionally appear on these coins. For instance, some collectors have reported variations in the coin strike or even subtle design anomalies, which can further boost its appeal. If you happen to have a 1983 P quarter with one of these unique characteristics, you might be holding an even more valuable treasure. And now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know: how much is this coin actually worth? After all, most of us have handled countless quarters without giving them a second thought. But if you've got a 1983 P quarter in uncirculated or mint condition, you're in for a surprise. Some of these coins have fetched astonishing amounts at auction, with values reaching between $40,000 and $45,000. Yes, you heard that right. This small piece of American history could be worth a life-changing amount of money. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these valuable coins? Start by examining it carefully. Look for coins that are in excellent condition, free from significant wear, and consider having them professionally graded to confirm their quality. And there you have it, the incredible story of the 1983 Philadelphia minted quarter, a coin that's not just a piece of change, but potentially a ticket to an extraordinary payday. Top 4. We're diving into the story of a coin that might just blow your mind with its incredible value, the 1984 United States quarter dollar minted in Philadelphia, also known as the 1984 P quarter. This ordinary-looking piece of currency could be worth a staggering amount of money today, so stick around as we explore its history, design, rarity, and what makes it such a sought-after collector's item. At the end of the video, we'll reveal just how much this little treasure could fetch, so don't miss it. To understand the 1984 P quarter's allure, let's take a trip back to the 1980s. The United States was going through a transformative time, marked by advancements in technology, shifts in culture, and economic developments. Amid this backdrop, the U.S. Mint continued producing coins to support the country's growing economy. The 1984 quarter was part of the Washington Quarter series, which had been in circulation since 1932. This particular coin represents not just a means of exchange but a piece of history from a dynamic era. Now, let's talk about the coin's design, which carries the legacy of one of America's founding fathers. The obverse side of the coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. This design had been a staple on the quarter since its debut in 1932, symbolizing leadership, resilience, and the enduring values of the United States. The detail in Washington's profile, from his flowing hair to his thoughtful gaze, reflects the artistry and craftsmanship that went into creating these coins. On the reverse side, we see the proud and powerful image of an eagle with outstretched wings, clutching a bundle of arrows and an olive branch. This design represents strength, peace, and the nation's readiness to defend its principles. Surrounding the eagle are inscriptions that remind us of the coin's origins, including United States of America and E pluribus unum, which means out of many, one. Together, these elements make the quarter not just a piece of metal but a symbol of American identity and unity. While the 1984 P quarter was produced in large quantities at the Philadelphia Mint, not all coins are created equal. What makes certain coins incredibly valuable is their condition, rarity, or unique features. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition are especially prized because they retain the sharp details and luster of their original design. But the real game changer is when a coin has an error or anomaly. Error coins are like the unicorns of the numismatic world. They occur when something goes wrong during the minting process, resulting in imperfections that make the coin unique. These errors could include off-center strikes, doubled dies, or even planchet flaws. For the 1984 P quarter, such anomalies can elevate its value exponentially, turning a simple 25-cent coin into a treasure worth thousands. Collectors are particularly fascinated by the 1984 P quarter because it represents a perfect storm of history, artistry, and rarity. The Philadelphia Mint, while known for its high production numbers, occasionally produced coins with subtle errors that went unnoticed at the time. Decades later, these small imperfections are celebrated by collectors and investors who see them as rare opportunities to own a piece of American history. So, how do you know if your 1984 P quarter is one of the valuable ones? First, examine the coin closely for signs of wear and tear. The less damage it has, the better. Next, look for any unusual features, such as doubling in the inscriptions or inconsistencies in the design. If you suspect your coin has an error, consider getting it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. These experts can assess the coin's condition, authenticity, and potential value. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for. If you happen to have a 1984 P quarter in pristine condition or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing amount of money. Coins like these have sold at auction for as much as $38,000 to $42,000. Yes, you heard that right, thousands of dollars for a single quarter. Imagine the excitement of discovering one of these gems in your pocket change or an old coin collection. It's proof that even the most ordinary items can hold extraordinary value. If you enjoyed learning about the 1984 P quarter and want to explore more hidden treasures. Top 5, we're going to talk about something that may be sitting right in your pocket right now, the United States 1986 D quarter dollar. Yes, the seemingly ordinary coin might just be worth a lot more than you think. Stick around, and you'll discover why this quarter could be the hidden gem you've been overlooking. The United States 1986 D quarter dollar may seem like just another coin, but there's much more to it than meets the eye. To understand its value, we first need to take a step back and look at the history of the quarter itself. The U.S. quarter has undergone numerous design changes over the years, each reflecting different periods in American history. The 1986 D quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been in circulation since 1932. The 1986 D quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the letter D on the coin. It features the classic design of George Washington on the obverse side, with the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust surrounding his portrait. On the reverse side, the coin shows a bald eagle perched on a branch with the words E Pluribus Unum and United States of America. This design, while standard, carries a sense of history and pride, representing the American spirit that's reflected in every coin minted. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this coin so valuable? After all, many 1986 D quarters were minted, so how could one of them be worth so much? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. Although millions of 1986 D quarters were produced, the majority of them circulated for years and show signs of wear and tear. A coin's value in the collector's market depends largely on its condition, and finding one in near-perfect or uncirculated condition is incredibly rare. If you're lucky enough to have a 1986 D quarter that's been well preserved or remains in mint state, it could be worth much more than its face value of 25 cents. Coins in excellent condition are highly sought after by collectors, and their value can increase dramatically. The demand for well-preserved coins from certain years, like the 1986 D, is driven by their scarcity and uncirculated condition, but there's even more to it. Some 1986 D quarters have a specific feature or minting error that makes them even more valuable. Error coins, such as those with misprints or defects, can be extremely rare and highly prized among collectors. For example, if a coin was mistakenly stamped with the wrong design or metal mix, it can be considered a rarity and may fetch a much higher price than a regular, well-preserved coin. Error coins are considered one of the most exciting aspects of numismatics, as they are unique and stand out from the rest. These coins are often one of a kind, making them highly collectible. If you happen to find a 1986 D quarter with an error, whether it's a double strike, off-center minting, or a misalignment, you could be holding something truly extraordinary. Now, let's get to the most exciting part, the value of the 1986 D quarter dollar. You might be surprised to learn that depending on the condition, this quarter could be worth anywhere from a few dollars to an astounding amount of money. For a standard coin in excellent condition, collectors are willing to pay a premium, but the value really skyrockets for those that are uncirculated or have a minting error. Coins in these conditions have been known to sell for an impressive price range. So, how much can a 1986 D quarter dollar really be worth? If you have an uncirculated coin or one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value between $25,000 and $28,000. That's right, a single 1986 D quarter dollar could be worth up to $28,000. It may seem hard to believe, but it's true. Coins like this are rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a well-preserved specimen or a unique error piece. If you've come across one of these quarters, or if you have an old collection of coins lying around, it might be time to take a closer look. You could have a small fortune sitting in your pocket change, so what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1986 D quarter dollar? The first step is to examine the condition of the coin. Is it shiny and crisp, or does it show signs of wear? If it's in great condition, you may want to have it professionally graded by a numismatist or coin expert. Grading a coin will help you determine its exact value, and an official grade can significantly increase its worth. If you think your quarter has a minting error, take it to a reputable coin dealer or professional grader for evaluation. They can confirm whether the coin is a rare variety, and if so, you'll be in possession of a truly unique piece that could be worth a lot more than its face value. In conclusion, the 1986 D quarter dollar is far from just a common coin. Whether it's in perfect condition or contains a rare minting error, this coin can be worth a significant amount of money. So, before you spend that quarter, take a moment to examine it. You might just have a hidden treasure worth $25,000 to $28,000. Top 6. We're diving into a coin that you might not expect to have such a big surprise hidden within its small frame, the United States 1997 quarter dollar. You might have some of these coins tucked away in a jar, or perhaps you've come across one at a garage sale, but did you know that this seemingly ordinary quarter could be worth a small fortune? That's right. Stick around to find out just how much this 1997 quarter dollar could be worth today. The United States quarter is one of the most familiar coins in American currency. For years, it's been a staple in our pockets, and most people don't give it much thought. However, there's something special about the 1997 quarter that makes it stand out among the rest. To truly understand its value, we need to take a step back and look at its history and design. In 1997, the U.S. Mint was busy producing a wide variety of quarters, but this year falls right in the middle of a series of quarters that were released to celebrate the 50 states. These commemorative quarters, each representing a different state, became highly popular among collectors, and the 1997 series is no exception. However, what sets the 1997 quarter apart from others isn't its design, but rather its potential to become a rare collectible in the years that followed. Let's take a closer look at the design of this coin. The obverse of the quarter, as we all know, features the iconic image of George Washington, the first president of the United States. This portrait has graced the face of the quarter since 1932, and it's a symbol of the country's history and leadership. But while the front may look familiar, it's the reverse of the 1997 quarter that really catches the eye of collectors. This particular quarter was part of the series that depicted the state of Delaware, with its detailed image showcasing the famous horseshoe crab that's native to the state. The reverse side also displays the words "the first state to honor Delaware's role as the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution." While these details may seem minor, they add to the uniqueness of the coin. You see, while these Delaware state quarters were widely circulated, only a limited number were produced in specific minting conditions, making some of them incredibly rare and highly valuable today. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1997 quarter so special that it could be worth thousands of dollars? The key to this quarter's value lies in its rarity, condition, and a few unique factors that set certain versions apart from the mass-produced ones. While most 1997 quarters were minted in large quantities and spent their time in everyday circulation, a few were produced under different conditions that make them much more desirable to collectors. The most significant factor that affects the value of these coins is their condition. Coins that have been well preserved and remain in near-perfect, uncirculated condition can fetch a significantly higher price than those that have been worn down through everyday use. If you happen to come across a 1997 quarter that looks like it was just minted yesterday, you may be holding on to something extremely valuable, but that's not all. There are also certain versions of the 1997 quarter that were produced with minting errors. Whether it's a slight misprint, a design flaw, or a rare variation in the metal composition, these error coins are incredibly sought after by collectors. Error coins are prized because they are unique, there are no others like them in circulation. If you have a 1997 quarter with an error, it could be worth even more than a standard uncirculated coin. So, how much can a 1997 quarter actually be worth? If you happen to have one of these rare coins in excellent condition or with a unique minting error, you could be looking at a price tag anywhere from $22,000 to $26,000. Yes, you heard that right, a 1997 quarter could fetch tens of thousands of dollars depending on its condition and rarity. That's the magic of coin collecting. The value of a coin is not just determined by the metal it's made of, but by its history, rarity, and condition. And the 1997 quarter dollar is a perfect example of how a small, everyday coin can become a treasure worth a small fortune. So, before you dismiss those quarters sitting at the bottom of your coin jar, take a moment to check if you might have a hidden gem on your hands. You never know, you could be holding onto a coin that could change your financial future. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1997 United States quarter dollar and its surprising value. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos about rare and valuable coins. Who knows, your next treasure could be just a coin flip away. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!